Hey guys! So I'm back, but it feels like ever since I last did my vlog. Probably because it's been such a busy week for me because I started varsity this week, yay! So that has been amazing. It's been super busy and organizing, but it's just been so good. And I've actually so enjoyed this season of just watching God prepare my path for me and just watching Him as He leads me and shows me where to go and what to do. It's just been such a cool time of understanding Him as God who's present and God who's here, and understanding Him as one who prepares my path and goes before me, and knowing that I'm never alone. So it has been a very cool stage, and I am so excited to share a little bit about that. So just a quick testimony from my life, which was just such a cool thing to start this season of my life with, is less than a year ago, my life was completely different. So I was still in school, and I actually thought that I was 2 years behind everyone else in school. And so I felt frustrated and discouraged with where I was at, and I just felt so behind and just so inadequate with where I was, because I had put this pressure and these goals on myself to be somewhere else, and so I just felt so frustrated with where I was at. But I never imagined what God would do. In 1 month's time, I'd written all my exam and I was finished school, just like that. Just happened. So in 1 month I was finished school. In 2 months I had chosen my career and the varsity I would go to. After 6 months I had my learner's license, and 7 months I had my driver's license. After 8 months I'd started this vlog, and I'd met a whole lot of new people and had a whole lot of new ministries opened up to me. And now 11 months from then, here I am, and I've started this vlog and I have this new platform and just this awesome testimony to start this season of my life with. It's just such a testimony of God's provision, and I can't even begin to tell you all the little things in between. So this testimony must sound like nothing, because there's so many little provisions in between, and just where I thought I was behind, I thought I was in this terrible place, I was so behind, I was so inadequate, and God was just like, no, you're ready, you're ready, I've got you ready for this time. And I finished ahead of time. Instead of me putting myself at 2 years behind, God promoted me 6 months ahead of where any of my friends were finishing. And so it's just, God's timing was just so clear to me in this time, and just that His timing is perfect. And I put this pressure on myself. I said, I'm so behind, I'm so this. But circumstances and what I thought and timing did not dictate anything, because God's plan would prevail no matter what. And His plan was for me to finish earlier than I ever expected, and for me to be here now in this moment. And so none of what circumstances or timing said could stop that.
Proverbs 3 verse 5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths."
My understanding of where I was that I was behind, that nothing was moving, and that I didn't have the opportunities that I was yearning for, because I was stuck in this place of just pushing through here and nothing was ever moving, and so I became frustrated and discouraged in this place. But if I had simply stepped back and just breathed and trusted God to bring about His plan, His perfect plan in my life, just like it says He will in Romans 8 verse 28, then I could have enjoyed the journey so much more, enjoyed what God was showing me along the way, enjoyed just walking with Him in that time, and just being excited about the next stage, as opposed to pushing myself and stressing that I was behind the whole time. I could have enjoyed this journey with Him so much more.
Romans 8:28, "And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose."
God has really been speaking to me about how life is a journey. And I actually used to be very much a destination kind of person. So God would show me something that was wrong in my life, and I'd be like, okay, let's sort this out, and then let's move on to the next thing and sort that out and sort that out. And I was just like, okay, destinations. Or He'd show me a broken place in my heart, and I'd be like, okay, you know what, let's quickly fill this. Okay, Jesus is going to fill this, and now we can move on to the next thing. Let's get whole. And it's just it's so wrong. Life is not about destinations. It's not about fixing this and fixing that and getting this right and this right and this right, and then you've made it. You've got this right. You've got that right. There is so much beauty along the way, and so much beauty in taking it in God's timing. So much beauty in just sitting back and taking it slow, like actually breathing, like not thinking about, let me do this right and do that right and just get these things done. It's not about getting things done, it's about the whole journey and all the beauty along the side. And there's so much you miss out on if you're all about the destinations.
Recently, a love in my heart has grown for road trips. I enjoy daydreaming and painting my dream road trip in my mind. At the same time though, a love has grown for the journey of life I'm on, and a willingness to take it slow. My heart is willing to let God reveal something in me and slowly work through it together. My heart is willing to wait for things not necessarily meant for now. Certain dreams of ministry, relationships, or little things like my skills in guitar or music. I would rather wait as God prepares me properly and let Him do and complete His work in me and not push ahead in my own timing. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 says, "To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven." And in verse 11 it says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time. Also, He has put eternity in their hearts, except that no one can find out the work that God does from beginning to end."
I know that God has got me. Just like we read earlier in Romans 8:28, He works all things together for our good. He knows us. He knows our desires. He knows our hearts and our dreams. He understands us and always wants what's best for us. Even if it's not necessarily what we think is best at the time, He knows. He knows what's best. He sees the beginning from the end. We see like so in the moment and so now, but He sees so far beyond that. And so He will always work everything together for our good and for what is best for us.
Matthew 7 verse 9 to 11 says, "Or what man is there among you, who if his son asks for bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, will give him a serpent? If you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give good things to those who ask Him?" We can know and trust that God will give us and provide for us what is best.
But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And please like and subscribe and tell your friends about it. Telling your friends about it is really important because, yeah, that'll be awesome. So tell your friends about it, and I hope you stay for many, many more. I love you guys, and thank you very much for being my viewers. And yeah, I will see you next week. And I pray that this week is a very good one. But thank you for watching. See you next time.
Psalm 46 verse 10. "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth."